Hi everybody, welcome back to Dragonfly Caregiving Chronicles with Carrie. That's me. I'm showing you my Christmas tree, which has now been a thing since the fall. My mom wanted a tree up, so we decorated it for the fall, we decorated it for Halloween, we decorated it for Thanksgiving, we decorated it for Christmas, we decorated it for New Year's. Oh my gosh, we decorated it for Valentine's Day, we decorated it for springtime and then Easter. And now it's transitioning into our summer tree. I was going to take it down, but I'm like, how many more months until... So we have some, I'm just going to tell you real quick, we have some yellow. I'll probably take the yellow out. There's some really cute butterflies scattered throughout. There's white ones, red ones, blue ones, really pretty. We have some, well, these iridescent roses are so pretty, but we have some like starburst red, white, and blue, like firecrackers out of the tree. I have some star ribbon throughout. It's not 100% done yet. It's still in the making. There's no tree topper yet. That's going to happen this week though. I got to get some ribbons in there. Yeah, and some other flowers that are more summertime. The lilies though, those of course are summertime. The roses, yeah, so pretty. Daisies, oh, such a beautiful tree. Anyway, I have it lit up and I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to share, I wanted to talk about something that every caregiver, including me, faces sooner or later. And that's called now what? Now what do I do? Now what? Before we get started though, if you find this video helpful, please like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with another caregiver, family member, or friend. Everything I share here is free because I don't want caregivers to feel alone. That's why I started this. I didn't want to feel alone. I don't want you to feel alone. We're here. We have a community here. One of the reasons many families choose hospice is because it becomes harder and harder to get a loved one to appointments, specialist, urgent care, or even a doctor's office, a doctor's office appointment. Instead of taking your loved one to the care, when you have hospice, the care comes to your loved one. Nurses come to the home, aides come to the home, supplies come to the home, equipment comes to the home, even prescriptions can come to the home. And if you're lucky, a doctor might even show up. Yes, it's true. Because here's what nobody prepared me for. The now what moments. Mom isn't eating. Now what? Mom has a fever. Now what? Mom hasn't gone poop in a week. Now what? Mom can't swallow her pills. Now what? Mom fell down. Now what? Mom's breathing has changed. She's struggling for air. Now what? Mom can't get to the bathroom anymore, or can't bathe, or can't do the simple things. Now what? I remember when my mom's breathing changed, she would take sorry, the cat. I put some new things down for the cat. I'll show you that too. Sorry. When my mom's breathing changed, she would take I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't think I want to tell you that part. Do I want to share that part? Okay, I'll share the part. I think I've shared this before, but I'll share this again. When my mom would go to the restroom and just to go potty and then get back to her bed, her breathing, she was labored, trying to catch her breath. She'd be sitting on the side of her bed going, struggling. And it would, it would be a couple of seconds to then maybe 15 seconds and then to recoup. And then it would be 30 seconds. And then it'd be 45 seconds. And then it'd be a minute. And then it'd be a minute and a half. 2 minutes sometimes for her to get her wind back, her breath back to normal. When that happened, I'm all, now what, right? When she fell. A lot of caregivers will tell you there was a moment when things changed. For us, it felt like that fall changed everything. Not overnight, but after that, her mobility declined quickly. Getting to the bathroom became harder. Standing, getting her strength up to lift her body up onto her walker thing, harder. Holding herself up became harder. And there was a moment when she believed that I could hold her up all by myself. God, I wanted to. I really did. But I couldn't. I wasn't strong enough to safely lift her without risking injury to both of us. As caregivers, we want to fix everything. Maybe you're able to lift your loved one, but be very, very careful. If they're more than 200 pounds, I would be very, very careful. I would even stretch that. Maybe 150 pounds, only because we have to learn how to lift them and to move them and to maneuver. I know we have the gait belt. Some of you might have that lift that is on the ceiling and it helps them, or it's not really on the ceiling, it's on a metal contraption. But back in the day it was in the ceiling. We wanted one of those on a track system here where you can move it from room to room. But now they have the thing. But you can't be more than a certain pounds for that. Yeah. As caregivers, we want to fix everything. We want to protect the people we love. Sometimes we learn that love is not the same thing as physical strength. And that's hard. What hospice gave me wasn't all the answers. What hospice gave me was someone to call when I didn't know what to do next. When a now what moment came, I was able to call hospice or text them. I wasn't alone anymore. If you're caring for someone right now and you're facing your own now what moments, I want you to know something. You know, like now what moment could be a sore. Maybe you realize there's a sore, a canker sore, a bed sore, a sore on their foot, a hand, on their back. And you go, now what? Reach out. If you have hospice, reach out to them. You are not the first caregiver to ask that question. And if you are, hospice will be like, oh my God. And I have asked a couple of questions that were brand new. I can't remember them right now, but I'll figure out what they were. And they'll be like, we will find that out for you. And then they did, because I wasn't alone anymore. Before we finish, I want to take a moment, because we didn't do that beginning. Oh my gosh. We want to breathe. Let's breathe. We're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4. Then we're going to hold it for a count of 4. And then we're going to exhale slowly through our mouth for a count of 4. You ready? All right. In through our nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to hold it for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to exhale through our mouth for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in through your nose, count of 4. We're going to hold it for a count of 4. And then exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for spending a few moments with me. I'll do more segments on hospice and similar things like this. Now what? I know a couple of you asked for it, so I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Now what? Now what do I do? I see it all over the hospice groups in Facebook. Now what? Is this normal? You know, and that's another one. Is this normal? So if there's something that you want me to hit more on, if you experience like, now what? Is this normal? Let me know. Maybe it's something, of course, all of our experiences may be similar in some regard, but they're so very different. So let me know if you want me to hit on something in particular, either in the comments below, or if you feel comfortable sending me a private message, feel free to do that as well. Let's see what else. If you haven't already followed along, please subscribe. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you like it. My goal is to grow this community so we can help one another. And then one day, of course, I can go live and answer your questions, maybe talk to you in real time. All right, until next time, you take care of yourself. Remember, you're not alone. Let me show you the kitty cat. I'm going to show you the tree. It's so cute. I got this cute little chair. And then the kitty cat has a new... Oh, he's already scratched on it. Look at that. He's got a new scratch pad. And around that scratch pad is like this soft, I don't know, soft fur. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. There he goes. All right, you guys. You take care, all right? Bye, everybody.